Hello again, sweet darlings. I want to talk to you about how to bring out the best in your husband or partner, because I know that there are so many women out there who want to help their husbands to lead, but aren't quite sure where to begin. Now, just to say, we all have our own priorities and our own preferences. Things that I expect my husband to do might not be something you want from your partner at all, and that's okay. But at some deeper level, I believe all women want to be cherished, protected, and provided for by their husbands. We want a man who can take charge so that we don't have to be anxious or struggle against our femininity, attempting to be more masculine in our behavior. I've seen it in my own life how much a masculine man can bring out the feminine in you. This has been the case for me. But I have also noticed that the more I've tuned into my feminine side, the more masculine my husband has become. He's been stepping up in so many ways, becoming more tender, doing what has to be done for our family with a smile on his face, and never complaining. I believe that men and women can work together in a home to be a wonderful team when both are embracing their masculinity or femininity respectively. I want to share some strategies to bring out the best in your husband that have been working well for us in our marriage, and I hope will bless you as well. The first strategy is being open to feedback from your husband. Leadership requires that a man is able to delegate and also offer feedback for how you can improve in your areas of responsibility. If your husband can't give you feedback without you crying, stamping your foot, or punishing him emotionally somehow, eventually he might not only give up on encouraging you to do better, but lose the drive to do better himself. Now, there are many women out there who have partners who are just refusing to listen to feedback or improve themselves, and these people are still deciding to do their very best. Ultimately, regardless of what your husband is doing, you should be doing your best. Don't wait for him to become perfect to start working towards an ideal for yourself. The second strategy is asking your husband for advice or support on a regular basis if you can. Men love to solve problems and they love to be needed. Their whole purpose is to guide their wives and families through the ups and downs of life and offer a rational approach to emotionally charged situations. Even if you have an idea of how to solve something yourself, asking your husband for his opinion will bring you two key benefits. Firstly, your husband will realize that you value his opinion and respect him, and secondly, you'll demonstrate to him that he's needed to make some decisions for your family. So many men now are quite lost and don't realize just how important and special their role as husband and father really is, so it's up to us sometimes as their wives to show them that what they do matters immensely. The third strategy for encouraging your husband to become more masculine is becoming more feminine yourself. You might want to discuss this with your husband first and actually learn what kind of feminine behavior really appeals to him. I know that when I was discussing a feminine ideal with my husband, I was quite surprised to learn which behavior appealed to him most. But having that image in my mind each day really helped me to start to change those everyday behaviors that were not soft and feminine. I know that it's a cliche, but Disney princesses have actually been an inspiration to me. Take poor Snow White, for example. She has a stepmother who tries to kill her, but she not only finds the energy to sing and make the best of it, but to offer to cook and keep house for those dwarfs. She's always looking for how she can help others, even Grumpy, who she doesn't punish by becoming sullen herself, but manages to bring out the best in him with sweet perseverance. The fourth strategy that I've been using to encourage my husband's masculinity is finding nice things that I can do for him every day. If you can, set a goal of 2 or 3 things you'll aim to do every day to show how much you care. They don't have to be big, but for example, I lay out my husband's pajamas and slippers each evening so that he doesn't have to wait to relax, and I also make sure that I encourage him to sit with a drink or a snack while I make dinner, so he isn't busy and has some quiet time. How does this encourage his masculinity, I hear you ask? I believe this encourages his masculinity because it revives him. He's driven to do more and be better because he knows that the hard work he does is appreciated. Leading on from this one is praise, which doesn't have to be overdone but is still important. This also links to taking an interest in your husband's projects or hobbies and encouraging him to pursue them. Again, I have found that my husband never hesitates to help me or take on a new task around the house because he knows that I'm very happy for him when he enjoys some time relaxing with TV, seeing friends, or going off for some shooting practice for fun. I don't begrudge him his relaxation or hobby time. The last strategy to encourage masculinity is being physically affectionate. This doesn't always have to be sexual, but it also shouldn't come across in the same way as you treat a child. There's a happy medium, where men like to know that you're available to be close to them, even if it's just a quick kiss and putting your arms around them to say thank you for working hard. Thank you all so much again for tuning into this video. If you have any questions or comments, I always love to hear from you all, so please do share them below. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like or subscribe to my channel where I share weekly videos about homemaking, femininity, instinctual mothering, and lots more. If you'd like to ask my husband any questions about this topic, please do leave your questions below and I'll speak to him about whether we could do a marriage Q&A together sometime, because I know it's always useful to get a man's perspective on these things. I hope to see you all soon again on the next one, but in the meantime, take good care everyone, and God bless.